What is going on, everyone? The NBA All-Star Game is now completed, and I want to take a look at our fellas, Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. That's something I'm very interested in talking about, on top of just the game in general. It was entertaining, absolutely. The NBA All-Star Game has picked up because there's more care level involved, it seems, and it picked up when it comes to intensity and entertainment reasons. So, Joel Embiid, he started today. Let's be real. It's tough for a big guy to really get anything going in a game like this where it's fast-paced, just shooting three-pointers. That's the name of the game when it comes to the All-Star Game. You're not going to have Embiid set up on the low block and go to work like he does in normal games. So it's tough for a big guy to really get going. There was a point early on in this where Kevin Durant was going one-on-one with Joel. I thought Joel stuck with him pretty well, honestly. They call a little ticky-tack call where Kevin Durant ends up going to the free throw line after he makes the bucket. But Kevin Durant gives Embiid a little smack talk, gets in his face a little bit, and gives him a little bit of attitude as if there was legitimate frustration there. That was actually some trash talking. It wasn't your casual laughing, hey, this is the All-Star Game buddy-buddy type thing, and I love that. You know Joel Embiid was talking a little smack. That wasn't just out of Kevin Durant. Joel Embiid does that. He brings that nature. He brings that intensity, and I like that. So, Embiid, looking at his stat line for Giannis' squad, he ended up shooting 4 of 12, 0 of 3 from 3. He had 10 points and 12 rebounds. Like I said, it wasn't a game for him to really dominate like that. He didn't have the best performance, but it was nice to see him out there and represent. Ben Simmons, on the other hand, I was very impressed with what Ben Simmons did off the bench for Team Lebron. In 17 minutes, 5 of 5 shooting. He had, what are we at here? 10, 7, and 6. 7 assists, 6 rebounds, 10 points, and he created spark, absolutely. The Team LeBron was down 20 points in the third quarter, and that second unit really got it going with Klay Thompson, Damian Lillard making these three-pointers. It was wild what that squad was doing from behind the arc, and Ben Simmons helped that unit get going there as he created opportunities going to the rim and kicking it out like we see majority of the time when he plays for the Sixers. His passing ability was absolutely tremendous. It was funny, though, because the entire universe watching this game saw the roster for Team LeBron and said, whoa, how are they not going to crush Giannis? And Giannis started out hot. He was getting going. He had the whole entire building just unreal, getting hype, and they were coming off to a big lead. Then the second half happened. Then there was a huge momentum shift, a huge run by Team LeBron, and they just absolutely dominate and crush Team Giannis. Kevin Durant gets the MVP, which he ended up with 31 and 7. Couple assists, couple blocks. KD ends up getting it, and he just bothers me. He just bothers me. I think it's because everything that happened with Golden State. I respect his game, but he just bothers me. It was funny because there were some plays, there were some dunks. It might have been better than the dunk competition. Besides Diallo's elbow hang that you know I all love. But Steph Curry to end the game with a little bounce pass to himself, how do you do? On top of that, he had the bounce pass one to Giannis, the Greek freak, midair. The whole bench started getting going. That's my biggest dream. My biggest dream was to hold back a bench as a six-man after someone like LeBron goes up and gives a monster yam, and there's bro sitting on the bench who never plays. There's a big difference between a six-man and a guy who never plays. But regardless, that was always my dream. Be the big hype man on the bench. Hold the boys back after something monstrous. Well, that place was crazy when that dunk happened. There were a ton of monster dunks. Karl-Anthony Towns, I believe this was a pass from Ben Simmons. He kind of drop passes it, and Cat comes flying in. Tomahawk holds it back down. You had the Dwayne Wade and LeBron alley-oop, you know, the famous one from them in Miami. Well, there was another one there. Speaking of Dwayne Wade, who came and showed himself as one of the older guys, so did Dirk, and Dirk was nailing some three-pointers in this game as well. It was just all around a really great night. I wish it was a little closer towards the end because I would have picked up big time, but the monstrous run by Team LeBron in the second half really is what sealed the deal. I mean, they scored 50 points in the third quarter, 45 in the second, 46 in the fourth, and it ended up being a 14-point game by the end. I was stunned to see LeBron's team get dominated like that, but I would have never expected a run to get put together of that nature to really win this easily. One guy I want to point out, and that's Russell Westbrook. The dude shot 1 of 8 from 3. And I get he's explosive. I get he could take it to the basket. I understand he does the spinorama. He's really athletic, and I respect that. What the hell happened to this guy's shooting? You normally don't see players get worse to this degree. Monstrous drop-off when it comes to his shooting ability, and especially from deep. He was consistently pulling up throughout this game. I'm laughing. What are you doing? How did it drop off to this nature? How? What the hell? It's crazy. And at points I think to myself, he's ass. Now, he's finished 8 of 20, but that's because, like I said, when he takes it to the rim and all that, he's fine. But his actual jump shot shooting ability has fallen off. And I know people can say, but bros, look at Ben Simmons. He doesn't even take any. But here's the thing. Ben Simmons never had one, and he's working, and you can actually see it. If you're a diehard Sixers fan, you watch every game, and you watch Ben Simmons, you can see him getting better, especially in the post, and the way he just shoots his shot in general. You can see it getting better. Russell Westbrook was decent at shooting the basketball, and it's insanely dropping off the other way. So it's completely different. Now, Paul George is a reason why OKC is doing what they're doing, as he was solid as well, dropping 20 today. But what the hell happened to Russell Westbrook in general, just as a player outside of the All-Star game? I have no idea. Middleton was a spark as well when the Greek Freak was going off early. Middleton was knocking down consistent threes. All around, like I said, I thought it was entertaining. I had a blast watching it. The monstrous dunks. It's played with a fast pace, yes. There's some alley-oops, yes. There's some times where there's no defense. I get all that. But when it comes to the pure enjoyment of watching these guys run the floor, dribble behind their backs, and make these unreal passes and do these awesome dunks and these crazy plays off the glass, I just find it really, really entertaining and fun to watch, and I had a good time with it. Would I have liked to see Joel Embiid do a little bit better? Yeah, probably. He didn't have his best showing, and he looked frustrated at times and tried to do things in the post, and it's just not that style of game where he can go out there and absurdly dominate, because it's a fast-paced game. The guards are up there pulling up from an insane level, and that's just how this All-Star game goes. Someone like Joel Embiid is going to thrive. But I thought for the 17 minutes that Ben Simmons had, I was very impressed with Ben. Not that I expected him to do bad or not be able to hang with the fellas, but he actually sparked that team and helped them go on that monstrous run to kind of pull back. So take a look at some other stats. Not that it really matters, but the Greek Freak had 38 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. If that team won, he would have obviously been the MVP. He had that mentality going into it. Without a doubt, he had that mentality. Kawhi Leonard had 19. LeBron had 19 and 8. Kyrie with a little quiet night, 13. Damian Lillard was a complete beast, especially in that third quarter. He was knocking them down. He was dynamite as he hit 6 threes, and it was just crazy. He finished with 18. Now I'm ready, though. I'm ready. I had a good time watching the Rising Stars. I had a good time watching the skills competition. I had a good time watching this. We have a couple of days of rest here. We will get into the Sixers talk heading into this game against Miami on Thursday. We will have some Sixers videos getting going here. A little quiet during the All-Star break, and I get all that. But we will get back to this hot Sixers team. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining, and we're ready to hit that back stretch. As we all know, Brett Brown likes to dial this seasons in general into 3 sections, and we're on to the third. We're on to the third. And it's going to be an amazing ride. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. But as for tonight, this was entertaining. I'm very proud of Ben. Joel, yeah, it wasn't the best. I'm curious to see how him and Russell Westbrook how they did internally during the game, because we know they hate each other, and they even said it to the media. They don't like each other at all. I'm curious how that went in the locker room. Is that a reason why the fellas couldn't get it done? I'm also interested to see, because I know a lot of teammates do bets. I'm sure there's bets with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. I'm curious if Joel and Ben had some sort of bet. I was concerned in the beginning because Ben wasn't even coming into the game after a couple rotations. We're going, come on, Ben, let's go. Come on, coach, put Ben in. But also, speaking of the Steph and Klay, Steph hit a sick three-pointer. Klay fouled him on it, and it was a 4-point play. He was just shaking his head like in awe. And I'm saying, you know how the rest of the league feels. It's crazy what your teammate does, but it's funny to see him on the other side. All around, super entertaining. I loved it. Let me know your thoughts down below with the entire thing, but especially on Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.